Welcome to the Rouse High School 2018 graduation. You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Christine Simpson, proud principal of Rouse High School. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I would like to welcome you to Rouse High School's 2018 graduation ceremony. To begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce the 2018 senior class president, Melissa Fung. Melissa is the daughter of Ben and Myrna Fung. She has been involved in a number of clubs and organizations during her time at Rouse, such as C Squared, PALS, Rouse Ambassadors, and Student Council. Melissa plans to study psychology at Austin Community College, then transfer to the University of Texas at Austin before going on to medical school. Please welcome Melissa Fung to the stage.
At this time, would you please stand for the presentation of colors and remain standing as the Rouse High School Band and Choir perform the Star-Spangled Banner. I would like to introduce the honored guests and participants on stage. Oh, you may be seated. Okay. Please stand when you are called. Leander ISD Board of Trustees. President Pamela Wagner. Vice President Will Streit. Secretary Don Heisel. Members Grace S. Barber Jordan, Trish Bodie, Aaron Johnson, and Jim McKay. Superintendent of LAISD Schools, Dan Troxel. Chief of Staff, Matt Smith. Chief Academic Officer, Matt Benz. Area Superintendent, Sarah Grissom. Principal of Rouse High School, Christine Simpson. Guest speaker, Charlie Rouse. Teacher, Mike Hilzebeck. Teacher Stephanie Smith. Associate Principal, Greg Graham. Lead Counselor, Carrie Robbins. Counselors, Lee Crochet, Ashley Pope, Brad Posey, Amy Woodle. College and Career Transition Coordinator, Christina Wallace. Dean of Instruction, Stephanie Chisholm. Administrative Assistant, Diane Daycock. Principal of Wiley Middle School, Brandon Evans. Principal of Stiles Middle School, Melody Maples. Principal of Pleasant Hill Elementary School, Heather Robbins. Principal of Parkside Elementary School, Kimberly Waltman. And Principal of Blackhouse Creek Elementary School, Dina Cady. Thank you all for your support and hard work with the senior class. Our opening remarks will be given by our student body vice president, Austin Jabelli. Austin is the son of Bassam and Christiane Jabelli. He is a Rouse Scholar. In his 4 years here at Rouse, he has served as his sophomore and junior class vice presidents, along with being student body vice president. He was voted Mr. RHS and has many ties to many clubs and organizations, including National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Raiders Join for Hope, and C Squared, just to name a few. He will be furthering his education at Wayne State University, pursuing a degree in biology. Please welcome Austin to the stage.
Thank you, Melissa. My fellow graduates, let us take this time to extend a well overdue round of applause to thank all of the faculty, staff, family, friends, the creators of Quizlet, Google, and Wikipedia who have helped each of these graduates get here today. We genuinely could not have done it without you, so thank you. Amid the preparation of this speech, I found myself at a loss of words, not as a result of absence of concept, but simply due to the copious amount of time shared and numerous treasured moments. We have made so many great memories during our past 4 years at Rouse High School. One of the greatest things about attending Rouse is the people. Although I have not had the great privilege of meeting each and every graduate, I feel a true sense of community. Throughout the last 4 years together, or 13 years for some, we have learned many things from addition and subtraction to integrals and derivatives. But the one identifiable consistency is friends. Ross, Rachel, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, and Monica. Okay, not necessarily the same friends, but if you were to take a moment to look around, you would see all of the people who are and have been perpetually invested in our success and prosperity. Those most prevalent in my life are my mom and dad, continually challenging me to be the best version of myself, my brothers Patrick and Peter, demonstrating the right paths to follow and the wrong ones too, extended family and amiable friends demonstrating true love and care, and my journey through Christ giving me power I've never felt before. And for that, I am immensely grateful. As I struggled with my inability to thank all of the teachers who have impacted my life, I began to realize that I absorbed many things through the years that were not necessarily intended through instruction. As I anticipated this day, 4 words seemed to radiate through my mind. The only thing I actually remember from Chem 1, it's all fair game. Although these distinguishable words of Mr. Vega seemed fruitless following our pleas for hints as to what the exams would prevail, I discovered that I had taken his response further than the classroom. To me, this phrase exemplifies the undetermined path that each day brings. From this day forward, we will each embark on our own journey through life. Some of us will be attending an institute of higher education, some will serve our country, and others will enter straight into the workforce. No one in this room knows exactly what life will throw at them as we grow mentally, physically, and emotionally in this world of opportunity. I urge you graduates to stride with an open mind, a full heart, and a compulsion to succeed. Marshall Mathers once said, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? And I hope that I could bank on the fact that each and every one of you would capture that moment. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Austin. At this time, I would like to introduce the class of 2018 honor graduates. First is our 2018 salutatorian, Sierra Nicole George. Sierra is the daughter of Chris and Marnie George. She's an AP capstone candidate and an AP scholar with distinction. In Sierra's 4 years at Rouse High School, she was the founder of the Model United Nations Club, the president of National Spanish Honor Society, a member of National Honor Society, National French Society, and a member of the regional champion UIL Social Studies team. Outside of school, Sierra is the president of her Girl Scout troop and enjoys watching Disney movies and spending time with her family. Sierra is graduating with a grade point average of 5.577 and will be attending Texas A&M University in the fall to study geographic information systems and technology. It is my pleasure to introduce Sierra George.
Thank you, Ms. Simpson. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. That was an excerpt from The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. It really resonated with me because at this age, we have numerous life-changing decisions to make, decisions that will alter the road that we travel. And like most of you, at the height of decisions, I'm driven to indecisiveness. Some of us will go to college and change our major 5 times, but trust me, it's okay to change your mind. I myself have changed my major 4 times since October, one being 2 weeks ago. But indecisiveness helps us find our perfect niche. It eliminates the mistakes and leads us to happiness. Don't be scared of change. You have wonderful friends and family sitting in the stands for you and will always be there for you through your ups and downs. Additionally, don't be afraid of being the first. Before Yuri Gagarin, no man had journeyed to space. He opened a door to modern space travel and inspired many great minds of today. Be a Yuri Gagarin. Be the first. Whether you may be the first in your family to go to college, the first in your family to join the military, or the first person to cure cancer, you have the potential to inspire continuing generations and open the door for those who come after you. But being the first can lead to obstacles, and it's okay for failure to be one of those obstacles. 2 years ago, I got a robot building kit, and I was so excited and got straight to work. However, along the way, I encountered some obstacles. In other words, I put the legs on backwards. My parents told me it was because the directions were as comprehensible as an IKEA manual, but I took it personally. I was extremely upset and told myself that I couldn't do it. And then, with the support of my family, I realized that I could. I got up, wiped the tears from my face, and ate a couple cupcakes. For breakfast, might I add. And finished my robot pal, Winston. Winston's namesake, Winston Churchill, said that success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Although it is a double negative, Churchill knew what he was talking about. Failure is inevitable, but to truly obtain success, you cannot let the failures in life get to you. Pick yourself up, eat a cupcake or 2, and move on to the next stage in life, and overcome the difficulties. As we leave today to begin the rest of our lives, don't be afraid to change your mind, be the first, and don't be afraid to encounter failure along your path to success. And congratulations, class of 2018.
On behalf of Rouse High School, I present you your plaque as the salutatorian of the 2018 class. Next is our 2018 valedictorian, Blake Scott Butler. Blake Scott Butler is a son of Jonathan and Cherie Butler and brother of Ryan. He is a 4-year Rouse Scholar, AP Distinguished Scholar, and a member of National Honor Society and National Spanish Society. National Spanish Honor Society, mind you. Blake played on the Rouse tennis team and is devoted to physical fitness. He works at the Grove Wine Bar and Kitchen and occasionally tutors. Blake is graduating with a grade point average of 5.699 and will be attending the University of Texas at Austin in the fall, majoring in biochemistry and business to pursue a medical degree and ownership of private practice and real estate. Please welcome Blake Butler.
All right, all right, all right. Good afternoon, class of 2018. Before I commence my speech, I would like to recognize a few individuals who made this moment possible. To my parents, I am forever grateful for all of your support and unconditional love you have blessed me with for the past 18 years. To my brother Ryan, hold down the fort at home and of course in Fortnite, and don't touch anything in my room. To Nana and Papa, I admire your intelligence every day. Oh, this is so sad. And aspire to one day be as knowledgeable and as giving as you. To Mimi and Grandpa, the work ethic and morals you preach to me are unforgettable and are vital to the human I wish to be. To my educators, especially Mr. Vega, Miss Powell, Miss Helbert, Miss Gazella, and Coach Yacht, I cannot thank you enough for the time and effort you put into your job and the encouragement and inspiration you have given me. Last but not least, to my friends, I'm appreciative for the long-lasting relationships we have built and all the memories we share. Unfortunately, there are strict guidelines to this speech that prohibit me from sharing, but if you know, you know. It's quite ironic that they would choose an 18-year-old boy who is constantly reminded his brain isn't fully developed and will continue to have poor judgment until he's 25. Thank you, mother, for that. To address and advise the class regarding our futures, but here is what I have to offer. From what I've learned throughout my childhood, which I feel like isn't much, but apparently enough to have me standing here, it's a little bit concerning for the rest of the world, all revolves around three simple principles: goal setting, time management, and relationships. Life will take many of us in completely different directions. Some of us will go to college, some will enter the labor force, join the armed forces, practice an art, a trade, or technical skill. It's important to note that success in these fields cannot be measured solely by a monetary value, but by the well-being you promote in yourself and the attitudes towards others and the challenges we all will face. However, I firmly believe no matter what your situation may be, implementing goal setting, time management, and good relationships will have limitless benefits on your life. They will promote perseverance and lessen failure, resulting in stronger individuality and a motivated character. First things first, you have to set goals. When I was in 5th grade, we wrote these letters to ourselves that we would receive during our graduation year. I totally forgot about the letter itself, and I had moved to Austin since then, so I wasn't able to go to my 5th grade reunion. Luckily, one of my best friends, Blake, who is actually here today, thank you so much for coming out, Blake, picked it up for me. On the envelope, we had to write down goals for ourselves. Mine were, I will go to UT, that's here, and future valedictorian. And now we're here. Okay. I believe that this was possible due to goal setting. Most people believe that we should only set these types of big goals, but that is a major misconception. Small goals are just as important. Small goals are what propel you to achieve your big goals on a day-to-day basis. I know we all get lazy, and believe me, I do too. Sometimes to accomplish a small goal, such as completing my homework, I have to tell myself I can check Snapchat only after I finish reading 2 pages. This may seem silly, but it is progress. It's these small steps that push us in the right direction. They are what keep motivating you to do more, ultimately getting you closer to your big goal. I encourage all of you to set goals that may seem out of the sight at the moment. Then narrow in, keep your scope small, and make continuous progress. And one day you will not only meet your goal, you will exceed it and keep setting more. Once you set your goal, you need to figure out how you're going to manage your time. It's common to make a to-do list. You'll write down some tasks and hopefully try to complete them. Most people are going to start by knocking out the easiest ones first, which seems logical, but time management isn't a logical process. That's why so many people are inefficient at it. Time management is an emotional process. It's what tasks should I complete in a certain order that'll motivate me to go on to the next task. You can't put all the easy ones first, because by the time you get to the last harder tasks, you'll be burnt out. Hopefully, you'll try to prioritize the tasks by which ones are most urgent and important. That will make you good at time management. But good, unfortunately, in the world we live in, is sufficient, never excellent. To be excellent, you must not only consider your priorities at the moment, but the significance of the task as a whole. How significantly is what you are doing now going to benefit you in the long run? The whole point of time management is to make tomorrow and the future easier, limiting your level of stress. Exercising, your academics, or your job must come first. They have long-term significance. Socializing, checking your phone, and social media, which are definitely most of our generation's top priorities, can be put on the back burner because they are only significant in the moment. In life, we will never be able to accomplish all of our goals as time is finite. You have to be comfortable with overlooking some tasks. What made it possible for me to stand here and give this speech was solely that. There are people in this class that are much more intelligent than I am. However, I was comfortable with not completing some assignments and not studying for some tests, sorry to a few of my teachers, in order to focus on ones I felt were more significant. It would be a disservice for me to tell you to complete as much as you can. You need to decide what is relevant and significant to you individually, set goals, and manage your time primarily around that. Finally, when you achieve your goals and make your dreams come true, who do you want standing by your side? If my father has ever taught me anything, besides the fact that Costco has the best deals, it is to surround myself with people that will have a positive influence on my life. Ben, Spencer, Nick, Jaden, Brian, Jack, and Rahil, you have done exactly that. Y'all have taught me so much more about life than I could have ever learned in school. There are no words that are capable of illustrating my gratitude and love I have for all of you. You are the people that I want to share both my accomplishments and failures with. I will, without any doubt, remain close to you as we go our separate ways. Class of 2018, keep friends that are true, but don't be afraid of relationships that are new. Make friends that will push you towards whatever you aim for. And most importantly, make friends that will guide you when you miss. As we depart and begin our futures, set goals, manage your time, and make those long-lasting relationships. Don't be good, be excellent. Class of 2018, good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
Right here. And on behalf of Rouse High School, your plaque for 2018 valedictorian. Congratulations, Blake. You're done. I love today. I just have to say that. I'm honored to introduce our next speaker. He is a graduate of Rice University, where he excelled in track as a team captain. He capped his career in education in LISD as principal of that other high school that went before us. During this time, he was instrumental in the development of the Career Passport program, which today results in career-ready certifications for students from every LISD high school. Best of all, he is the truest supporter of Rouse High School and a man that I am truly proud to call my friend, Mr. Charlie Rouse. Yes, sir.
I love the students of Rouse High School, a whole lot. Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Troxel, of course, Christine Simpson, staff, teachers, parents, and guests, and graduates. Believe it or not, that's good. You know, it's hard for anybody to imagine how much joy Sandra and I get out of Rouse High School. It's amazing. It's keeping us young. It's a life-changing experience, an opportunity for us to be a small part of this school. We've been all over the state this year, following students from Rouse High School and their accomplishments. You have brought many, many honors to yourselves and to your school. You have exceeded many expectations and set milestones for all the future students to aspire to. As seniors, you may have forgotten the first day you walked in Rouse High School and the fear that you had and experienced as a freshman. Well, let me tell you something. Once again, you're getting ready to step out into the unknown. Your safety net will no longer be there. Mama won't be there to make your bed, I can tell you. You're going to have to do it yourself. Thankfully, this is not the end of the story that we're going to look at, but actually the beginning of new opportunities to grow and to succeed. Moving forward, there are going to be many, many occasions where you will be unfamiliar in situations that will require you to have courage. One of the biggest examples of courage that I know and I've experienced was when my wife Sandra consented to marry me, a jobless college student, 60 years ago. And I would like for my courageous wife, grandmother, a great-grandmother, to stand with my family. I believe they're right over here. I'd ask them to stand. Yeah. Today, I want to talk to the graduates on courage. There are many types of courage, but let's look at two types very quickly: intellectual and moral. Sometimes fear and courage are intertwined. I want you to know that. But any challenge that pushes you beyond your comfort zone and makes you feel pain, discomfort, and fear head on will help you to build your courage. Our history books are full of examples of intellectual courage. Some giants are Socrates, Galileo, Einstein, and even Florence Nightingale. Through their training and education, combined with their willingness to think out of the box, these leaders in their field had a lasting effect on society even today. We still have folks like that today. There are entrepreneurs like Stephen Jobs, Walt Disney, Michael Dell, and many others who took financial risk to follow their dreams. Courage is also mental stamina and innovation. The graduates this year, by 2030, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, young people will represent 3/4 of the global workforce. This class is in the transition between millennials and Generation Z. You're actually in a unique position to shape the direction of the coming generation. Now let's look at moral courage. It's probably the most challenging. It can be defined as the power and determination to follow what one believes to be right, regardless of the cost to oneself and irrespective of the disapproval of others. We've all heard of social activists such as Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Mother Teresa, who chose to speak out against injustices at great personal risk and cost. No guts, no glory, just the courage to do what is right. You're going to be faced with many decisions you have not faced before. As I said, you will be on your own and in a world where immediate decisions will need to be made. Make it right now. They're going to ask you to do that. No parents, friends to immediately ask for advice. Some will easily be made, but others are going to require a moral right or wrong answer. To prepare for times when your moral courage will be tested, practice what you preach in the small decisions you'll make every day. When you're tempted to lie because it's the easy way out, don't. When the cashier gives you more change than you're supposed to get, let them know. Give it back to them. Courage sometimes is the little things. I have found that sometimes you have to do the little things to get to the big things. A man named Joshua had the assignment of leading an entire nation to take possession of their new homeland. His advice was brief and powerful. Be strong and courageous. Today, I encourage you graduates to be able to make your family and yourself proud of the choices you will make. Stand strong. Be courageous. My favorite actor, John Wayne, summed it up this way: courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. So saddle up, class of 2018, and hold on for the ride of your life. Thank you.
At this time, as they make their way to the back, I would like to introduce the Rouse High School Choir, who will perform with our senior members, Coming Home.
Moving too fast, trying to catch a moment that slips through my hands, and all I see are long days and dark nights. I'm lost without you, but I'm on my way, so hold tight. Don't wanna spend my whole life catching my breath, 'cause I've been going round and round and round, and I got nothing left. There's nothing like a sunset skyline to let you know you're almost home. So breathe in, hold tight.
There we go. Thank you. I have a loud voice, but I don't know if it's going to carry through 7,500 people. All right, this afternoon, I have the honor of recognizing some of the unique accomplishments of the class of 2018. The class of 2018 participated in the ACC Dual Credit Partnership at Rouse High School. 103 of our seniors have earned 3 or more college credit hours through the dual co-enrollment program with ACC. This senior class has earned a total of 1,203 college hours, which adds up to a savings of $116,691. I would like to recognize all of the students who are graduating as Texas Scholars as well. But before I do that, if you are one of our ACC students, will you please stand up and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Next are our Texas Scholars. Recognition is given to seniors who graduate on the LISD Distinguished with Honors graduation plan. The class of 2018 has 247 students graduating as Texas Scholars. If you have been awarded a Texas Scholars Medal, please stand up and be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. Impressive. In an effort to provide valuable experiences outside of the classroom setting, Rouse High School seniors are eligible to participate in Cool Week. Cool Week is an internship program with outside businesses in which students spend 1 week learning the ins and outs of a business. This year, 83 students participated in Cool Week. If you are one of the 83 students, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all. You may be seated. And lastly, I would like to recognize our students who have been awarded scholarships for their academic achievements, merits, talents, and athletic abilities. If you are a recipient of one of these scholarships, please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you all. You may be seated. It is now time for presentation of class awarding of diplomas. It is with great pride that I begin the most anticipated part of our ceremony, the presentation of the class of 2018 and the awarding of diplomas. Madam Vice President, members of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Troxel, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Rouse High School, it is with great honor I certify that the Rouse High School class of 2018 has met all graduation requirements of the state of Texas and Leander ISD. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Troxel and members of our Board of Trustees to please come forward so we can begin the conferring of diplomas.
Blake Scott Butler. Sierra Nicole George. Ashlyn Brianna Hall. Summer Claire Fullwood. Martin Travis Dean Skinder. David Jeffrey Simpson. Noah Miles Davis. Julia Loza. Eric Baridos Hayes. Justin Everest Rudy. Kazim Abbas. Savannah Nicole Alder. Mariah Calise Alejo. Joseph Eric Alley. Crystal Nicole Almond. Deanna Marie Alpert. Sheridan Sky Altman. Ashley Alvarado. Romero J. Alvarado Jr. Andrea Lee Alvarez. Avery Colin Aman. Andrew Bryce Anderson. Lauren Delaney Anderson. Taylor Ruth Anderson. Alejandro Andrade Todd. James O. Onyabine. Stephen Daniel Areola. Noah Summerfield Austin. Jacob Daniel Otten. Jose Alberto Aviles Rodriguez. Nicholas Riley Ayers. Mackenzie Camille Bailey. Mackenzie Maureen Barger. Alec Barridos Hayes. Micah Willow Barnes. Aubrey Irene Barnett. Alexis Marie Barrera. Maria Rafaela Barrera. James Malal Abraham Berry. Amber Assad. Sean Cheyenne Vasari. Courtney Beth Boffman. Paisley Raylan Baxa. Matthew Robert Bazemore. Lyle Dean Beasley. Callista Beaver. Abigail Marie Beckwith. Earl Beecham. Ava Christine Bell. Devin Henry Bennett. Mackenzie Taylor Berkeley. Carter Thomas Berlind. Trevor Alexander Berry. Tay Ryan Bolbith Beal. Cody Daniel Bio. Courtney Janae Black. Henry Thomas Blake. Devin Joy Blakeney. Madison Elizabeth Bledsoe. Madison D. Boardman. Dharma Laurel Borman. Frank Alexander Botello. Michael Edward Boyd. Cole Matthew Bresnahan. Krista Lynn Bruin. Emily Danielle Brooks. Sandra Marie Brooks. Joseph Edward Brown. Joshua Nathaniel Brown. Casey Michelle Brown. Riley Elizabeth Brown. Travis Benjamin Buchanan. Marshall Robert Boer. Brianna Taylor Burnett. Lauren Elise Burnett. Marty Angelica Butler. Caitlin Nicole Button. Jacob Hagan Callahan. Connor Reed Canaday. Nicholas Ray Cardenas. Karen Abigail Cardiel. William Neil Carnes. Courtney Elise Carpenter. Hannah Grace Carrasco. Hannah Marie Carrillo. Emily Taylor Case. Destiny Casillas. Monica Justine Castaneda. Felicity Hope Castanuela. Brisa Castillo. Danielle Ray Castillo. Sydney Rose Castillo. Yvonne Melina Castillo. Jade Pearl Castle. Carson Blake Chapman. Jaylee Alyssa Chavera. James Isai Chavez. William Leroy Chason. Catherine Elizabeth Childers. Zachary Andrew Clausius. Colton Alexander Clift. Nathaniel Charles Klingen. Jonathan Michael Cobb. Danielle Yvette Cole. Jessica Paige Collasier. Alexandria Lynn Connor. Doreen Renee Cook. Jacob Edward Cook. Sydney Grace Cooper. Caleb Joshua Cornby. Austin Michael Cortez Argo. Cassidy Nicole Cox. Clark Joseph Cravens. Bailey Nicole Creel. Christopher Michael Crowley. Spencer Nicholas Crowley Camacho. Araceli Cruz Gonzalez. Christopher Cuellar. Jasmine Cuellar. Avery Jordan Cup. Madeline Elaine Cure. Quinlan Edmund Daly. Dax Sawyer Dalton. Hannah Elizabeth Davy. Cyril Davidson. Michaela Estine Davies. Chasey Nicole Davis. Eliana Karina Davis. Alyssa Mercedes DePinto. Anthony James Detmer. Brenda Karina Diaz. Caleb Anthony Diaz. Nathaniel Vincent Diaz. Tin Din. Noah Philip Dishman. Victoria Ann Dodgen. John Orion Dominguez. Taylor Nicole Douthit. Peyton Elliott Driggers. Weston Zachary Duell. Nicholas Bradley Boyd Dunphy. Brittany Alice Duque. Caitlin Marie Dykes. Nolan Pierce Earnhardt. Caleb Matthew East. Christian J. Eaton. Damon Jackson Edlund. Savannah Ray Edmondson. Aaliyah Jasenia Edwards. Margaret Rose Edwards. Alexandra Nicole Elias. Linda Engelman. Rebecca Diane Erlinson. James Benigno Escobar. Elliot Coe Esquivel. Jonah Michael Thomas Evans. Nathan Marshall Evans. Darren Ezeka. Aaron Farrell. Jackson Elliott Featherstone. Brooke Nicole Fincher. Kelsey Michelle Flanagan. Daisy Savannah Flores. Cherokee Pearl Ford. Emma Claire Foster. Hayden Christian Fowler. Seth Michael Francis. Courtney Lynn Gage. Andrew Renee Gallegos. Michelle Galvez. Bailey Coy Garcia. Carlos Garcia. Janelle Renee Garcia. Sophia Nicole Garcia. Alexander Scott Gardner. Salma Bernice Garza. Ebony Mariah Garza Don Juan. Nicholas Rodney Gaskill. Dylan Cole Gavitt. Jack Christopher Glenn. Timothy Bryce Godfrey. Jacob Edward Goforth. Michael Douglas Goins. Miriam Maria Gomez. Serenity Gabriela Gonzalez. Maria Lisbeth Gonzalez Nunez. Beverly Logan Gotcher. Molly Ann Grady. Kendall Lee Green. Christopher James Green. Brian Austin Gregory. Jared Benjamin Griffith. Jonathan Edward Guzman. Grant Allen Hayden. Jenna Noel Hay. Kaylee Marie Hahn. Asher Seth Hall. Julian Jacobson Harris. Malaysia LaRose Harris. Ethan Samuel Harrison. Chloe Catherine Hatfield. Madison Nicole Hayes. Haley Annette Height. Riley Colin Helbert. Holly Elizabeth Helmke. Nicholas Charles Hempel. Jasmine Elizabeth Herbert. Erica Shea Hernandez. Luke Edward Hernandez. Peyton Glenn Hesser. Allison Hill. Bethany Ann Hill. Kiana Jade Hitchcock. Evan Henry Hoffman. Ian Paul Hoffman. Justice Moy O'Neill Hofstetter. Skylar Jade Holden. Savannah Ruth Holland. Caitlin Lee Hoekstra. Lane Ashton Hudson. Jasmine Abigail Eureka. Jared Austin Usinga. Gemma Jamila Hertalt. Sophia Marie Huska. Catherine Emily Hutchinson. Tana Brielle Hutchinson. Madison Nicole Hayden. Clayton Wayne Hytrek. Zachary Wade Ingram. Zaya Louise Jackson. Idalie Julie Jaimes. Jaime Jason Jaimes. Mackenzie Elizabeth James. Faith Marie Jameson. Austin Joseph Jabelli. Sarah Beth Jecker. Eastlyn Brene Jefferson. Duncan Renee Jenkins. Natalie Deanne Jenkins. Nicholas O'Brien Jenkins. Alexis Michelle Johnson. Bryant Charles Johnson. Priya Rose Johnson. Hannah Leanne Jones. Kennedy Faith Jones. Kristen Michelle Jones. Lindsay Bobbitt Jones. Genesis Jovel Garcia. Stephen Thomas Connie. Juliana Louise Casper. Connor Daniel Keith. Cody Allen Kelch. Owen Michael Kelly. Randall Alex Kingston Alou. Rebecca Jane Kirby. Emmanuel Garcia Kling. Alana Ashley Knowles. Gage Allen Cook. Joel Daniel Comorn. Madeline Rose Curry. Alec Matthew Kruger. Patrick Key Lavance. Michaela Ray Laird. Madison Marie Lampy. Spencer M. Graham LaPointe. Abigail Marie Latouf. Madeline Lavin. Tara Lynn Lawhon. Kirsten Sloan Lawson. Alice Susanna Denise Lazo. Blake Eugene Leach. Darius Anthony Lee. Brannon Jeanette Lelko.
Jessica Chandler Lemansky. Nicholas Graven Lynn. Tyler Lewis Lent. Tanner Mitchell Looney. Juan Diego Lopez Roberto. Aubrey Knight Lowe. Rosa Mariana Lua. Donovan Joseph Luce. Gilberto Luis Julian. Jardina Ashabi McFoy. Daniel Tristan Madrid. Razan Hisham Mumad. Elizabeth Grace Marmolejo. Lamont Waldron Marshall. Brittany Lane Martin. Brandy Michelle Martin Hamby. Brenda Annabelle Martinez. Gabriella Nicole Martinez. Noah Ethan Martinez. Kira Schwindeman Martins. Nina Martins. Nicholas Alexander Maruo. Emily Dawn Mask. Raul Mata. Emery Francis McAllister. Ellen Lache McCall. Dylan Andrew McConnell. Dylan Brooke McIlvain. Eric Thomas McGurr. Carson Riley McLaughlin. Kane Christopher McLemore. Carter James McMahon. Cole Patrick Meredith. Corey Lynn Muth. Christian Michael Millard. Austin Ray Miller. Broderick Lee Miller. Cypher Anthony Miller. Jacob Milliron. Matthew Garrett Muller. Xavier Lee Montgomery. Will Moody. Faith Ann Moore. Hannah Elizabeth Moore. Sydney Allison Marie Moore. Christian Aaliyah Moraga. Anthony Andrew Moreno. Cassidy Lee Morgan. Sarah Jane Morrow. Kiera McKenna Murdoch. Shelby Monet Mustaine. Jackson Parker Narramore. Dawson John Needhammer. Hunter Ian Nelson. Jordan Marie Nelson. Oriana Maxine Nelson. Allison Leanne Netherton. Joseph Stewart Nguyen. Caroline Elizabeth Noble. Emily Grace Nobles. Katie Lynn Northcutt. Nathaniel Jackson Northcutt. Neilani Yvette Neuland. Jackson Paul O'Brien. Megan Raquel O'Brien. Adeline Ochoa Cueto. Matthew James Olson. Michael Stephen Ombris. Ashley Akini Oyango. Alexan Raven Pace. Brandon Charles Pack. Megan Joanne Pangonis. Caden Michael Pantoja. Cassie Renee Parsley. Alan James Pardis. Taylor Lynn Pate. Ashna Shashi Patel. Rahil Tushar Patel. Dominique Brianna Patton. Alyssa Renee Pavelka. Tyler Martin Peoples. Zachary Ryan Pelt. Natalie Ghislaine Pena. Haley Ray Penman. Janelise Perez Perez. Kayla Morgan Finning. Celise Starling Phillips. Melissa Yvonne Fung. Killian Yitu Pignot. Kaylee Love Poindexter. Isaiah Travell Poston. Dominic Ray Powell. Kellen Sage Powell. Brandon Robert Presley. Trevor Mason Provencher. Keaton Bailey Pugh. Paola Yasmin Quiros. Tavon Nathaniel Quimby. Cody Matthew Iberbar Quinn. Nicole Roseli Quiroa. Yvette Ramirez. Matthew Creedon Ramirez. Nayeli Guadalupe Ramirez Orozco. Oscar Alexander Ramos. Robert Ray Ramos. Leanna Denise Ramos Vasquez. McKenna Elizabeth Ramsey. Alexis Marie Rangel. Rihanna Glenn Ray. Anusha Rayini. Hannah Renee Rierick. Renee Reeves. Chase Rogers Reck. Melissa Renee Redwine. Cohen Austin Reed Green. Dylan Michael Rexroad. Eileen Reyes. Stephanie Giselle Reyes. Tanner Mark Reynolds. Elijah Larea Richardson. Craig Thomas Rick. Leonila Rochelle Rios. Christopher Andrew Reisling. Gabrielle Dominique Ritchie. Jacob James Rittenhouse. Edward Rivera Escaline. Lester Bernard Rivers. Taylor Nicole Roach. Ty Parker Robbins. Jackson Shane Roberts. Chance Robinson. Braden Isaiah Rocio. Jackson Hermanio Rodriguez. Kendall Page Rodriguez. Stephanie Rodriguez Medina. Miguel Rodriguez. Evan Zachary Rogers. Sophia Romero. Dominic Michael Rositas. Ryan Zachary Rourke. Emily Francis Rowe. Kyle Walter Rubio. Blake Teddy Ruiz. Pierce Anthony Rust. Sarah Rose Ryan. Noah James Sackett. Juan Jose Sada Fares. Amber Maida Saez. Alejandro Uriel Salazar. Anna Rose Saylor. Victor Salgado Jr. Adrian Sanchez. Destiny Alice Sanchez. Francis Nicole Sanchez. Hernan Sanchez. Laura Yolanda Sanchez. Felicity Marie Sanchez. Jonathan Zuniga Sandoval. Rowan Pierce Sanford. Dominic Oscar Santiago. Roni Amaris Salcedo. Andrew Michael Sawinski. Tori Delenn Sawish. John Thomas Scales. Brenton Stevens Schaefer and John Harry Schaefer. Christian Thomas Schaefer. Emily Ann Schabel. Grayson Macaulay Scheffner. Jax Rutger Shefflin. Tyler Scott Shoemaker. Jordan Nicole Schwantner. Trinity Marie Scott. Adrian Page Seaball. Andrew Jason Shaw. Madeline K. Sheehan. Sage Christian Shows. Jeremiah Devin Sigler. Robert Alexander Silva Don Juan. Drew Edwin Simmental. Madison Leanne Simo. Maya J. Sims. Jameson Padilla Slater. Annabelle Smedley. Blake Clifford Smith. Catherine Marie Smith. Haley Nicole Smith. Jacob Lewis Smith. Kenneth Andrew Smith. Kira Smith. Patrick Joshua Sosa. Abigail Lindsay Spillane. Emily Aline Spittler. Seth Kirk Thomas Springelmeyer. Paige Brianna Spurgeon. Sydney Corinne Stauber. Kaylin Alyssa Stewart. Bryn Marie Stokes. Isaiah Elijah Stone. Cassandra Straight. Antonio Suarez. Shelby Nicole Chagru. Logan Thomas Swenson. Sophia Annalise Sabo. Carrie Dale Selinsky. Gracie Lynn Tassetta. Jonathan David Tafer. Anthony Michael Tangora. Brooke Marie Templeton. Jacob Carter Thielen. Hayden Tanner Thomas. Ashley Nicole Thompson. Jacob Matthew Tijerina. Caitlin Ashley Timmons. James Joseph Tisdale. Zachary Wayne Tolliver. Abigail Lane Toops. Alan Joshua Torres. Daniel Torres. Victor Manuel Torres. Fatima Torres. Tiffany Nicole Tungate. Danielle Concepcion Trejo. Gabriela Luz Trevino Bandi. Tanner Nelson Troop. Rebecca Haley Tuckner. Reese William Unger. Andy Pauline Boris Urbina. Alyssa Rose Van Dyke. Cody Mitchell Vanoy. Zoe Ava Vanover. Jacob Allen Vargas. Trinity Reese Vasquez. Melanie Vasquez. Alexis Michelle Vela. Kaylee Alejandra Velasquez. Carlos Ruben Velasquez Rios. Blaze Efrain Villalaba Rolon. Aiden Joseph Unson Villanueva. Long Hien Vu. Sheldon Vaughn Walkendorf. Griffin William Wallace. Bryce Daniel Ward. Allison Marie Warnke. Kiana Rose Washington. Michaela Dawn Watkins. Elizabeth Paige Watson. Peyton Camille Watts. Julie Anna Wager. Kobe Bryce Welch Porter. Mackenzie Pauline Wells. Brandon Russell West. Casey Taylor Westenskow. Kendall Avery White. Matthew P. Widmer. Samuel Harrison Wilhite. Grant Brockway Williams. Tamia Nikayla Williams. Julie Kathleen Williamson. Katrina Wongmang Kan. Ashton Kaywood. Alana Nicole Woodard. Madison Page Woodworth. Jack Martin Worley. Michael Cole Worley. Madeline Jane Wright. Samuel Jacob Yang. Sarah Chanili Yassin. Zachary Wayne Youngren. Erica Irene Zaragoza. George Santiago Zarate. Jacob Thomas Zapeta. Alexis Zarita. And Bianca Zarita.
Okay, catch my breath. I'd like to take a quick moment again to thank our honored guests, President Wagner, school board members, our honored guests from district, and our other principals for coming today and sharing in this momentous occasion for us. I appreciate you very much. This year for my speech, I've decided to give our graduates 2 gifts. First, I'm not going to talk for very long. And second, I'm going to give you some of my speech time to use your voice today. We will get to that opportunity in a moment, but first I want to give you some background. When I was in high school, my dad would say, "You'll understand one day when you're a parent." Now, he usually said this when I was in trouble, so he said it a lot. But hey, it's what made me a highly aware principal. I usually know what you're going to do before you finish thinking about doing it. Turns out he was right. As the parents in this audience know, having a child is watching your heart run around outside of you. Sometimes that heart gets bumped and bruised and even broken. Today, students, you graduate. And today, parents and guardians, I want you to know you have great hearts. You've done a wonderful job raising these young men and women. Now, graduates, for the opportunity part, it is your turn to thank your parents and guardians. We're not growing tomatoes, we're growing children. Parents and guardians for all the support they have given you to get here today. Parents and guardians, will you please stand to be recognized by our graduates? Thank you so much. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your parenting, and thank you for sharing your wonderful children with me for a very short time. I'm always grateful for that. We will now show a slideshow presentation prepared by the Rouse journalism students with the help of Ms. Zoe Reimer, our broadcast journalism teacher. Please direct your attention to the screen above you and behind me and enjoy a look back at some wonderful moments. Next, I would like to introduce our closing speaker, Brooke Templeton. Brooke Templeton is the daughter of BJ and Nancy Templeton and sister to Blake and Brian Templeton. Brooke has served this past year as our student body president. She did a phenomenal job. She looks forward to attending the University of Alabama, where she plans to study business. Brooke?
Thank you. Hello, graduates of the class of 2018. Hello, anticipation for our future, and goodbye to the student parking lot traffic. You'll be saying hello and goodbye often for the next few months. Hello to new opportunity and adventure, and goodbye to friends and memories you've made over the last 18 years. With this, there's no need to be sad because we have all learned and set up a great foundation for our future. We will be the people that impact not only the community, but the world. So graduates of the class of 2018, let's join together one last time in singing of our school song. You have to sing it? Okay. I have to sing it?
You do not have to sing it. You can stand back.
At this time, I'd like to direct our graduates, family, and friends to turn to the last page of your program. Stand with us as we sing the Rouse High School Hearts in Unity for one last time.
You may be seated. Sorry, Brooke. Poor Brooke panicked for a minute. She said, am I supposed to sing this up here by myself? No, we're a family, Brooke. We got you. All right, some reminders after families and graduates. Families, please allow our graduates to recess and exit first. And if we could keep these two aisles clear, they'll be going out the back and then into the sunlight toward the flagpoles and hopefully prearranged meeting spots. But they will be there, I promise. Any other reminders? Okay. Graduates, this is the time of the turning of the tassel. The tassel attached to your cap is rooted in academic symbolism from the Middle Ages. In recognition of the conferring of your diploma, tradition holds that your tassel be turned from one side of the cap to the other. Please stand and turn your tassels. With the turning of your tassel, I bid you farewell as students of Rouse High School and congratulate you, the Rouse High School class of 2018.